I'm different.
It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. There are inflection points throughout the season, and this will be one of them for both of these squads in this top 5 showdown. It's the Utah Utes and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Utes head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
Friday.
To the air, it's Hammond. Throws for the tight end. With the catch, it's Carter. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Finding some room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
The run inside. It's Williams. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Red Raiders lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll run done it. It's Williams. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Yeah, that's not perfect.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Red Raider! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
Okay, crazy.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Working that wide receiver screen. Runs through a man. He might have space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Listen, as an offense, you'll flip the field any way you can. Backed up in their own end. It's the first play of the drive. We're just trying to get a completion, get the drive started, get into a rhythm. But what a great individual effort there by the receiver that time. Once he had it, he turned it upfield, put on the jets, and all of a sudden now they are in great field position.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Again, it's Wayshawn Parker. There he goes. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Utah! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running inside, it's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The offense in hurry-up mode.
What you did for
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does, and I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running at about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. To the air, it's Hammond. It's complete.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got...
Oh, he's got some space. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll move the tight end. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Looking to throw again. It's complete. Tackled there by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brigg. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing, and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right, and if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Utes will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Grab behind the line. It's Eakin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Well-struck punt, a high-hanging kick. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Handoff for Parker. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. The offense changing the play. Snap from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Fighting off the defender. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Now from inside the red zone. Has it. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
Send the tight end in motion. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Looking for the score.
Not so bad.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Pass to 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And defenses are way less concerned with yards nowadays. It's being great in the red zone. And boy, did they come up big. They create the turnover, return the INT.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brady. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down, and the clock continues to run. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Crimson Tide, locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten.
Trying to set the tone with the run. Breaks into the open. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Got room to work. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
They'll run the screen, and he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Fires left. Intercepted for the 11th time. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Red Raider. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He's so good.
He'll bring it out. It's Bray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Girls so damn mean. They had to cut the damn blue tail out, man.
Returns ready to go back on the attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
Cut the fuck up.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. They feed him again. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just a little off. Incomplete. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? Gets the back moving. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Utes want to move quickly. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Simmons. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. The screen, he can go. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. This is a designed run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been slugging.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
I did it to make you
Defense
mad.
didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
I did the
So the decision has been made, and the
coach
coach will take
right
the penalty. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
As you should. As you should.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Great place to start for this offense. Complete in the middle.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Thank you.
Motion from the back. They'll run for it. It's Parker. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Powers through the defender. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Makes the grab on the left. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the 2nd half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one, doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Quarterback making checks. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and finally they come away with their first sack.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Throws to the wideout. Caught. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Well, nigga, scram came up off the vapor rod. I really want me some little ice cream or something. Really might slide the Sonic on the old baby.
He'll bring it out. It's Bray. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
McFlurry.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Wow, so
and we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Rush is on him. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Dampier. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. In a tight game like this, a mistake that keeps a drive alive for your opponent, just devastating.
You done talking
Offense
about
has first
it,
down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
To the air on 2nd down. Buying some time. Looking down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
Ain't good.
They want to run this quarterback. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage. But just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throws to the back.
Hey, you said Zion so
Williams
funny. You
open
said
on the
I
right
asked him to see
side.
that Cairo video.
He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
Man.
Wants to throw it again. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Okay.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wants to throw again. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
This quarterback part of their running game. It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
I don't really
Field goal
like
unit's
wobble.
not coming
I
out
can't see
here,
how
guys.
wobble
I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it.
I'm nervous.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Into the end zone for 6. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Them fake old red pot, them bitches went, man. Them bitches platinum. Them bitches platinum.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started.
Yeah,
We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
What's on, man?
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas.
He lofts one down the sideline. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. This is a coach, you want to know, the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And here comes the offense on second down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short.
Don't sound like little shoes.
Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They'll run the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Making side adjustments here. He's going for the goal line. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Palmer, Jesse Palmer.
And he was under. Yes. He's 7-1. I think, yeah, 6-1. I'm ranked number 5. He was ranked number 3, so I'm gonna go up. I just gotta keep winning though. I'm trying to. Yeah. It's a lot of people here. It's like 32 users. I'm finna head on Sonic. Yeah, I was just finna say like, goddamn, Chris, you fucking over your mama, baby. Like Chris. All these DBs slow, man. I gotta find some more DB recruit, bro. She stay getting some damn braids. need everything I know. That there's something.